Alright, here we go. Playing a ranked team here. Hopefully we can get back in to the Rankville.
Credit Union Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Louisville Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Did you know Louisville has one of the most unique stories about
That's
their
funny with the
stadium
mascots.
in college football? The L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium was built on a former railroad repair yard that opened in 1998. The land on which it was built was previously serving as a site for the Louisville and Nashville South Louisville Rail Yard. During construction of the stadium, the blaring train horn was used at the rail yards to indicate shift changes and was reclaimed. It is now blown pregame and each time the Cardinals score. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Makes the catch. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The run to the left. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back.
Try to keep my running back a little more fresher.
Finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something now.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The play action fake. He's going to take off. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, and that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football.
Wouldn't let me go behind him.
He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
They didn't quite get that route run.
I think that
to pick up the first down. Now they've
helps us decide what we're going to do here.
Home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop.
Got lucky.
Not before he gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
See if we can throw our first touchdown pass of the season, maybe.
Shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Pressure coming.
Nope.
And down he goes.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive.
Touchdown, SMU!
There we go, first touchdown pass of the season.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Paul. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad.
Ow.
People that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the
Gosh,
offensive
dog,
line
bro.
coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation.
EA,
Let's roll the dice.
put
Let's capitalize on
all the
this.
extra
Trust these big fellas to get it done.
junk 2nd on the list. Like, why is it going to go default to onside kick? Just stupid.
will just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense will now get its first chance with the football. Isaac Brown, he's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns.
Like, I feel like there's some things that are really good about this game, and then it's just like others, like this, like they didn't care.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Pulls it on the option. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Off the play fake. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he'll work his way on to return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite direction.
Definitely found another flaw here. Or at least I feel like it's a flaw. When you go to untarget that guy, we want to put somebody outside the box. It also takes the mic away as well, which makes no sense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right
almost did
down
it
the
again.
middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Trying to skip the cutscene. And lo and behold, onside kick is the first option.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference.
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
Let's
They'll
go.
drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to keep it in the air. Into the end zone. Fires is intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Just led it too far.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. A give to Brown. Might have a chance. Around and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Foley. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Skinner. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. 3rd and 4. From the gun. Wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the play barely starts. He's already flinging the ball out there like 100 miles an hour. Like,
on 3rd down. So the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense
that's not what I picked.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Intercept.
But it'll work.
First half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on down the left side. Running inside the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And defenses are way less concerned with yards nowadays. It's being great in the red zone. And boy, did they come up big. They create the turnover, return the INT all the way down the field, and set their offense up now with the red zone opportunity.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mustangs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this 1st half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Cardinals in the hurry up.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. They've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He got it. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
Gotta take
got some time to work with here,
care of the football
down,
here.
they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really
That wasn't what was supposed to happen.
Early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense.
Come on.
The Mustangs will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field.
No, come on.
And I think that's conversations you've had
Good.
with the fellow on the sideline with right here, that we can run, maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving forward.
Middle of an adjustment, you're in trouble.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando
At least my defense is playing better today.
Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is. Now back to your game in Louisville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Checking in with the Cardinals head coach at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it may be some room here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they've got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turning it on. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Caught in the backfield, it's Knight.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
Touchdown Mustangs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it at the 25. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Breaks loose. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Makes the grab.
Oh, come on.
Lowers those pads. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. Here's Brown. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. And the field goal unit is on the field. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And this one is perfect. Had to settle for the field goal.
And listen, y'all know the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. This time they'll go to the running game. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. With the catch, it's Knight.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. Finding some room. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Showing off the arm. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Here's a Hayden, buying some time. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nice move to keep running. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by out.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the away team sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
That didn't work at all. At all.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
Jeez.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field.
I didn't even know what was going on.
Damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They booted away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. If the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. To the air on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. He's looking to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Jukes his way for more. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that 1st down.
That's okay. This is not okay. What is this, EA?
Hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this 1st down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll give it to Brown. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The hand to the running back. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Power football with the run. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCoy. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Brown. Knocked down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying play action. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hold on to the ball, bro.
He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pitch.
Wide receiver took 6 years trying to cut.
I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game. But I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on their phone.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Folded. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense getting set for 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets. And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Going for it all. Caught on the right sideline. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. That's caught. It's Richardson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires on the move. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than pulling another pick. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better.
I don't know if they're actually going to call timeouts.
A handoff, keep working on that clock.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run.
But the coach says run.
And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. He'll try it again. There's some room. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And with with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee.
Yippee skippy.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Actually had 3 touchdown passes. Still 2 interceptions. Dang it. Knight had a good day. Six pancakes by the senior. Only sacks by the interior people. Don't like that. Edge guys we got getting there. Thomas, Kilgore, and then Warwick. Look at a couple highlights. I had a couple. Let's see. Scored 2 touchdowns in the 4th. Maybe I anticipated that throw too much. Especially with the guy sitting in his zone. I had multiple guys open on this one. Tight end wide open. This guy open for the most part. Running back was open for a quick minute. Alright, that's it. We'll catch you next time. Peace. Have a great, super fantastic Sunday afternoon.